Today we're going to be visiting Kever Rachel, the tomb of Rachel. We are right now standing on the road to Efrat, on the way to the burial place of one of our matriarchs, Rachel, our mother, Rachel Imenu. In the book of Bereshit, in the book of Genesis, we read how Jacob, Yaakov Avinu, Jacob our forefather, is traveling with his entire family. They journeyed from Bethel, and there was still a stretch of land to go to Efrat, when Rachel, went into labor and had difficulty in her childbirth. And it was when she had difficulty in her labor that the midwife said to her, "Have no fear, for this one too is a son for you." And it came to pass, as her soul was departing, for she died, that she called his name Ben-Oni, but his father called him Binyamin, Benjamin. Thus Rachel our mother, died and was buried on the road to Efrat, which is Bethlahem. Jacob set up a monument over her grave. It is the monument of Rachel's grave until today. Fortunately today, we have free access to Kever Rachel, to the tomb of Rachel. However, due to security concerns in the area, special security measures are taken by the government in order to protect travelers who are coming both to and from the tomb to pray. Had we traveled to Kever Rachel, to the tomb of Rachel, 20, 30 years ago, this is exactly what we would have seen here. A simple tomb on the side of the road. Rachel Imenu, she epitomizes sacrifice, the sacrifice of a Jewish mother. Her husband-to-be, Yaakov, works for years in order to gain her hand in marriage. But in a great act of sacrifice, when her father, Lavan, switches on the night of the wedding, the wives, instead of marrying Rachel, instead of marrying Rachel, Yaakov will instead marry Rachel. And the ultimate act of sacrifice is willing to give up her place in order not to embarrass her sister Leah. And in fact, Jacob does marry Leah, and only afterwards will Jacob also be able to marry Rachel. We are told that the very first person to pray at this very holy site, at Kever Rachel, the tomb of Rachel, was her oldest son, Yosef. One of the more interesting customs associated with Kever Rachel, with the tomb of Rachel, is women who were having a difficult time with labor would be brought the key to the door of Kever Rachel in order to accompany them to hopefully in some way lessen the labor pains. Why is it such an important place? Why is it such a holy place? What is it about Rachel, our mother, that is so special? Rachel Imenu epitomizes what a Jewish mother is. Rachel Imenu, the beloved of Yaakov, the beloved of Jacob, our forefather, was willing to sacrifice not to be buried with her husband for the sake of her children. We are told that when the children of Israel were first sent into exile after the Babylonian destruction of the first temple, as her children passed by on the road, this very spot, it was in her merit that only 70 years later, the Jews were able to return. And this is why we come here. Because when we want something, when we need something, who do we go to? We go to our mother. We go to Mama Rachel to pray to God that He too, today, should end the present exile that we are still in.